Hi, Dikachi Pauline here. Today, I'm going to be presenting the product awareness campaign strategy for voice to value. This is a beginner voiceover business starter program designed to help everyday people turn their voices into income. Now, before creating this strategy, one important thing had to be understood clearly. This campaign is not just about selling a course, it's about selling a possibility. It's about changing the way people see their voices. Because right now, many people speak every single day without realizing that the same voice they use for conversations, voice notes, content, announcements, church activities, or presentations could actually become a profitable skill. So the entire campaign is built around one central idea. Your voice is a paycheck you are not using. The product itself, Voice to Value, is actually targeted at beginners, especially young Nigerians, students, NYSC members, freelancers, aspiring creatives, and individuals, looking for digital skills that can create additional income streams. One major thing discovered during the strategy development is that many people are interested in voiceover, but they believe it is only for celebrities, broadcasters, or people with foreign accents. So the campaign focuses heavily on breaking those mental barriers. Now, the strategy is divided into three major stages. The first stage is awareness. At this level, the goal is simple: stop people from scrolling and make them think differently. Content here is actually designed to create shock, curiosity, attention, statements like, you don't need a studio to start voiceover. Some people are earning from their voices using just their phones, or that voice note you sent this morning is a monetizable skill. These kinds of statements immediately disrupt people's assumptions and force them to pay attention. The second stage is education. Now that attention has been captured, the next step is to build belief. This stage focuses majorly on myth busting content. Here, we begin to, educate people that voiceover is not dependent on having a perfect accent, is or expensive equipment, or even years of experience. The aim is to make the audience feel capable, because once people begin to believe I can actually do this, resistance starts to reduce. Now, the third stage is desire and conversion. At this point, the audience already understands the opportunity, so that the strategy now positions voice to value as the solution and the roadmap. This is where storytelling becomes extremely important. Personal stories, behind the scenes content, beginner transformations, and practical insights are used to actually establish authority and trust. Platform selection, which is also very strategic. TikTok and Instagram, Reels actually, they serve as the primary awareness platform, because short form videos currently dominate digital attention. Facebook is used for deeper storytelling and probably authority building, content, while WhatsApp becomes the conversion platform where warm leads are nurtured, through conversations, voice notes, testimonials, or even direct engagement. One of the strongest parts of this campaign is the psychological structure behind the messaging. People are not just being told to buy a course in this case. They are being shown a version of themselves they may have ignored for years. Now, a student begins to think, maybe I can earn from this. A content creator begins to think, maybe I can earn from this. Maybe my voice is my advantage. That emotional shift is what drives engagement and eventually drives conversations. The strategy first builds attention and trust. Now, this allows the audience to naturally become interested before the offer is introduced. Another important aspect of this campaign is accessibility. Voice to value is positioned to something achievable. The message consistently reduces intimidation and increases confidence. The audience must be able to feel that, starting is possible even with limited resources. Now, ultimately, the strategy is designed to do more than create awareness. It's designed to create a movement where people begin to see their voices not just as sound, but as value, not just as communication, but as opportunity. Voice to value is therefore positioned as the bridge, between talent and income, between hidden potential and visible results. The goal is to actually ensure that when people hear the phrase voiceover, they are no longer thinking something distant or complicated. Instead, they're thinking, maybe this is something I can start to. So with that, I've come to the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.